to my latest update on my situation, my circumstance, my incredible saga of post-hurricane events in my life. Let me just start by bringing you up to date as to how I got into this position. For those of you who may be viewing this for the first time, I live in Sarasota, Florida. I've lived here for 16 years now, in the very same apartment that I moved into when I first arrived. It's been rather affordable to live here. It's an apartment above a house. It's a house, the second floor of which is the apartment. My landlord lives underneath me. Recently, we here in Sarasota have had 2 consecutive hurricanes, both of which were devastating. My landlord, daughter, her home was severely damaged by the hurricanes. And after the first one, my landlord announced to me that unfortunately he has to ask me to leave to make room for his daughter, which I understand very well. But it's placed me in a position that was rather urgent, to say the least. Then I lost my car just before the second hurricane. It just died. And I put $1,500 into it, and it immediately died right after that. And I could not spend any more money on it because it's a 2006 Pontiac G6. And the value of it simply didn't merit it. So I sold it for parts for $275. The second hurricane came up. The eye of the hurricane came over us, right to Siesta Key Beach, the beach where I've been teaching. I'm a professional yoga instructor. I've been teaching there for 15 years, and my income virtually disappeared because the tourism on Siesta Key is going to be pretty much destroyed for the entire year. So, having no home, no car, and no income, I've asked you for your help, and you've stepped up, and many of you have stepped up, and it's, I can't even express to you how much it means, how much your help means to me right now. So, thank you for those who have helped. Thank you. I appreciate it. There's links below for that purpose. Now, the last issue I had was my cat. And because of the 2 hurricanes, practically every facility for animals is full. My last resort is Sarasota Humane Society, and they don't open until noon today. And I have some hope that they will take my cat and provide her some shelter, at least, because I can't take her with me to Hawaii, where I come from. It's my previous home. I've lived on Maui, Hawaii for 18 years, and I know it pretty well, even though it's very expensive right now. I might move to an island across the way, but there's no place for my cat there. I can't bring her with. Plus, it's about a 20-hour plane ride for a cat that's 16 years old. So it's been the greatest heartbreak that I've had, but that may be resolved sometime today. And that is the update on this incredible, you know, if there were a life example of the Tower card, for those of you who have been following me and my readings, the Tower. I have just gone through the Tower. But the card right after the Tower is the Star. And I'm praying that the Star brings me hope and a bright future. The another astrological aspect of this may be the Pluto transit from Capricorn into Aquarius. It has been retrograding, going back into Capricorn for the last few months. Sort of, it's a summary to sum things up that the planet symbolically has been working on for the last 20 years. It's a long transiting planet. So for the last 20 years, since 2008, I guess, when I came here, to now, this Pluto transit goes into Aquarius for the next 20 years. So it is extraordinarily significant. And in my chart, with Scorpio rising, I'm Pisces, Sun, Scorpio rising, with Venus in the fourth house in Aquarius, in the fourth house of home, homeland, going home again. Perhaps there was no other way to dislodge me from where I am than to have these disasters hit with such force that it's uprooted me so that I can now return to my natural roots. I've always felt most at home in Hawaii. I left Hawaii in 2008 to come here because both my parents needed assistance. They were both ill. They passed several years ago, but one gets entrenched with my work. I had my work, which I loved. I teach yoga on a beautiful beach, so it was reminiscent of my experiences in Maui, and I had this nice, quiet place to live that was somewhat affordable, though the rent did go up in the summer. But still, I thought I perhaps could manage it. If you live someplace for an extended period of time, you accumulate things gradually. But these things become an albatross around your neck if you need to make, or if you even desire to move somewhere else or to start again. And so I've had to liquidate everything I own, except for 2 bags that Delta says that I can take on the flight to Maui. And here is my cat. This is Scooter. this is a nice way for me to document also my last days with her. If by chance something happens, another miracle perhaps, and I can come, I don't know how I'm going to do that to get her. Scooter is, see her? Scooter is such an angel. She's quiet. She doesn't really play much anymore. But she's very, very affectionate. And I've had her since she was a little baby. She actually was born on Maui, and I brought her here. To take a cat back to Maui is enormously difficult because they have very strict rules and regulations about that, as well as it's a huge, if I were to do it now, I would have to put her into cargo. She would never survive it. So really there is no choice but to put her up for adoption. And that's all I can say. So this is my angel Scooter. And thank you very much, everyone, for your help and your enormously supportive texts and emails and commentaries under the video. They really have helped me to sustain the energy, the optimism that this next phase will be the star, the symbol of hope, faith, joy, and happiness. So thank you very much. And all my love. Namaste.